Hey friends, welcome back to another video. I am going to be doing a video that I have seen circulate on booktube. I am going to be reading until I find a 5-star read. This could be bad. It's hard for me to find a book that just 5 stars. I don't know how long this video is gonna go on. Let's go ahead and start reading. Last time we talked was like early afternoon when I first started this video, but I now have an update. So I've been editing since, oh my gosh, I've been editing for like the last 5.5 hours. For that, I did some reading. I am currently on page 61. I didn't even realize. Chapter 9. I forget how you can just get so sucked into her writing. It just flies by. This is the progress on the book. I plan on reading for the rest of the night. I just really needed to check this one off my list because I have been meaning to read it for so long. Let's continue on reading, shall we? Guys, it has been a little bit since I updated you. I thought I would be done with this by now, but I am not. A little over halfway. I've still got a little bit. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I feel like everything she's put out I really enjoy, and it's a pretty solid read for me every single time. And for some reason, I almost soft DNF this again for the second time. I love her writing, but for some reason the second one is just not doing it for me. I think it was after I hit like the 86 page. Wow, that was very specific, but I think it was around I feel like I remember around that point liking it more because stuff started to pick up and they started to go on their little investigations. That's where I'm at right now. I'm really enjoying it, but it's like a drag for me and I feel so sad saying that. Safe to say this is not going to be a 5-star read, but I have been pushing through. Hi guys, good morning. It is the next day and I finally finished Killer Instinct this morning. This is the second book of the Natural series. I'm so glad that I kept going. There was a good, probably, I don't know, like the first 100 pages was really hard for me to get into the book. And this is actually the second time that I've picked it up. The first time I picked it up, I just didn't really feel like continuing, like I wasn't super interested at the time. And so when I picked this back up again as a part of this video, I was like, oh my gosh, why do I not feel like reading this once again? And it was just a little bit of a slower start for me, but this one really does amp things up from the first one. And the romance in this one, it just, Jennifer Lynn Barnes, she just lays it on real thick. I am really liking the love triangle in this one a lot. Like I genuinely would be happy with whoever Cassie ends up with. I like both of the prospects, if you will. Well, first of all, I guess I should say it's not a 5-star read. I also didn't expect it to be a 5-star read, but I really needed to get through this book and just conquer it. I loved the mystery. I loved figuring out who the serial killer is. I think I would give this one maybe like 3.5. And I'm definitely gonna continue on with the rest of the series. Sure, actually, once I finished it, there's a part of me that wanted to read the next one, but I will try and do that later on. For now, we're going to hop into our next book, which I am so excited about. So let's go to my TBR card. This next one is the book that made me really want to start a reading challenge. I saw this in December as a part of like some kind of reel. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've never heard of this before. I need to read it. The cover is insanely cute, called Picking Daisies on Sundays. Isn't this just the cutest cover ever? Look at the little details. And even the back is just adorable. I was gonna hold off until Valentine's Day, but I just couldn't. It was sitting on my TBR cart and I'm like, this is so cute. So whenever I started this video, I knew I definitely wanted to read this one. What I've heard is the author kind of writes similarly to Lynn Painter, which I love. I'm very excited to read this. And the back of it says, Daniela Daisy Maria wanted love. That's the cutest name ever. Yes, 4 years ago, the main character Daniela told her best friend Levi that she had feelings for him. And he didn't reciprocate those feelings and they haven't talked since. She just vowed that she would never see him again. And fast forward 4 years later, they run into each other at a bar and he asks her if she will be his fake girlfriend for his sister's wedding. So there's some fake dating, which is my favorite trope ever. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on picking daisies on Sundays.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love.
Book is so good. I love the writing. I'm listening to a playlist that goes perfectly with the book as well. I feel like that's such a crazy sign. I rarely ever feel this way when I'm starting a book. I feel like this is going to be such a high rating. Is this gonna be my 5-star read and the video's over? I have no idea. Let's keep going.
Getting nowhere fast when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors.
Hi guys, it has been a few days later. It's a very snowy, cozy day today. I just cuddled up in bed and finished picking daisies on Sundays. Oh my gosh. This book was so cute. I need her to write so many more books now because I want to read every single thing she puts out. Kept reading this book and thinking, is this going to be a 5-star read? I had no idea. Aww. It did feel like a Lynn Painter story, but I don't know if I would say this is young adult. I actually don't know what it's classified as. Like, it feels a little bit more mature, but there's also no spice in this book. But there are like mature things that are said. So I don't know if it's YA. I no longer know what the line of YA and adult is anymore. This book was just beautifully written. I thought it was funny. I really loved the characters. I would say like a lot of it is super fluffy and flowery, but it was really cute. I think I would overall end up giving this one probably like a 4.5. Woo! Actually going to move my TBR cart right here because I want to look at some of the books that are on my cart. Honestly, going between Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, this is a romance, or The Wish by Nicholas Sparks, which I don't know if I want to cry right now. And then the other one that's really pulling to me actually is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Also thinking about reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Since I just read a romance, I think I want to break it up. I think I'm gonna do The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think the synopsis is the main character makes a deal with death. This deal is for her to live forever, be immortal, but the only thing is no one will ever remember her when she meets them. So she is granted this wish, but there's a curse that comes with it. I have only heard amazing things about it. So I'm very excited to read it. I think it was really big, like back in 2020. It was, you guys have heard me say it a million times, but it was before I was really on Book Talk or a part of this community. So I am very excited to be a late bloomer and finally read it. So it's seriously the perfect day to read a book like this, or any book. Like, look at this weather right now. What a start. Hi guys, okay, I figured it is time for an update. So I'm currently in the middle of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm like smack dab right in the middle of it. And this one has taken me a lot longer to read than I thought it would, honestly. I have been on this one for quite a few days now. I am liking it. I will say at the end of part 2, in the beginning of part 3, I really started to get into the story. But for the first part, I was unsure of where the story would go. It just felt really slow to me, but I got a lot of DMs saying that the author wrote it that way on purpose, that you can really feel the mortality of her life and how things just seem to drag out. I'm going to just try and read as much as I can tonight so we can start our next book, because I'm kind of ready to move on. I feel like I've been stuck on this one for a while. Guys, it has been a couple of days. I finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and when I posted on my Instagram story that I was starting The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I got so many comments. I feel like more than any other book I've ever posted about. So many DMs of people saying this is their favorite book. And so that gave me a lot of high hopes for it. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be really good. I'm super excited. I promise to always keep it super real with you guys. This book was really hard for me to get through. The author kind of adds this feel of immortality while you're reading the book. That way you can really feel what Addie's life has felt like being immortal and what comes with that and all of the hardships, the regrets. I lacked so much interest. I remember, I think it was like around part 2 or part 3. I think it was the beginning of part 3 where I was like, oh, this is actually getting really good. I'm really liking this now. And I thought that it was gonna go up from there. I feel like it would be maybe like a 2.5. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of people are going to be upset with that, but it also focused a lot on her relationships over the years, and I just didn't really enjoy that. So I finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and after I did that, I actually hopped into my next book. This is actually kind of funny that I ended up picking this one up. I've just been wanting to since the show came out, and I haven't seen the show yet, but I've been waiting for my Barnes & Noble to get it, and then my sister-in-law got it for me, so thank you so much, Chelsea. It is My Life with the Walter Boys, so I've already started it. I'm not super far in, but I believe this actually used to be a Wattpad novel. The main character, her parents get into a fatal car accident, and she ends up moving in with her mother's best friend, or maybe like college best friend, I can't quite remember. So they end up taking her in, but there are 11 boys under this one roof, and then there's her. I'm only on chapter 4. I'm not far in at all. I actually have to leave very soon. I'm about to go to the dentist, and I'm going to be there for a little bit. I'm going to listen to this while I'm there, and then I'll come back and just read for the rest of the evening. I actually have a Bible study later, but I realized I did not buy the book yet. Let's get to reading My Life with the Walter Boys. I'm back from the dentist. So I'm numb everywhere. Sorry, I'm gagging. I hate drooling on accident. Just got done at the dentist. I can't feel that. I listened to My Life with the Water Boys the whole time I was there. I am right here, so doing pretty good. I plan on reading this for the rest of the day, getting it done. I have a lot I want to say about this, but I can't really talk about it right now. I'd rather talk about it when I can talk. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit, and then I will catch you guys up when I'm not numb anymore. Hi guys, it is Sunday. I figured I'd finally update you guys. Don't mind the unmade bed. We had worship practice early this morning, and so Ian and I are just running off of fumes. We're so tired. So the bed is not made. I have finished My Life with the Walter Boys. I actually finished it like a couple days ago. I was so stoked to read this, especially because I had heard pretty good things about the show. So Jackie coming into this family with all of these boys and all of these different personalities and all these different ages, it's just really cool to see. But I liked the main character. I wasn't really attached to any of the couples or any of the characters like The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think it was a sweet story and a good palate cleanser for sure. I would probably give it like a 3, somewhere in the 3 range, maybe like 3.25 or 3 stars. I'm like, whoever ends up with who, I'm fine. Now, for our next book, I actually went ahead and started it. I am so excited about this because this is the book that we are reading for our January book of the month in my Patreon. It's Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It probably looks weird. I took the sleeve off, so I actually did not even realize this is what the cover looks like. Isn't that so pretty? It's a typewriter and it says, "Dear Iris." It's so cute. I would like to finish this today, if that's possible. And I will say, as soon as I started reading this, it felt like a 5-star read. I don't know why. I think right off the bat, the stakes are kind of high and there's tension and so many emotions already. I am hoping that I feel more connected with the main character Iris over time, because right now I feel like that's the only thing lacking. Everything else is amazing. Please be a 5-star read because this video has been going on for a month now. I just have to say the biggest thank you to House of Jupiter. House of Jupiter is an online bookish merch shop and they have the cutest bookish things. I just wanted to show you the things that I got from House of Jupiter. The first thing I'm actually wearing, it says, "You're in all of my happiest places." This sweatshirt is actually based off of the book Happy Place by Emily Henry. I absolutely love that book and it just feels so beachy and I love it so much. And the quality is unreal. This one I actually got oversized, so it fits perfectly. It's like the perfect loungewear. I'm probably gonna be living in this like every single day. It is so cute. Oh my gosh. And I love this color. I just love everything. I was so excited when I opened this. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's this blush t-shirt and I love the red. Look how beautiful this is and it is so soft. I wish you guys could feel it. The next one that I got, it's Good Books and it's so cute because it looks like merch that you would buy at a bookstore. But look at this, look at the back. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And it says, "Make good decisions, buy good books." This one's actually based off of the book Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which I haven't read yet. I plan on reading it here soon. Thank you so much to House of Jupiter. Once again, you guys are amazing. I love these clothes so much. They're so stinking cute. I'm going to continue on with Divine Rivals. It's actually on Kindle Unlimited, so if anyone is interested and you have Kindle Unlimited, there you go.
Coffee in a paper cup. The engine starts right up. Clip myself into the middle seat. Daddy liked talk radio. On gravel he would drive real slow. He told me, "Let's go see what we could see. We pulled into the empty lot before the pavement got too hot.
Hi everyone, I am still here in the same spot, but it is hours later and I am 42% of the way through. I am on chapter 22 and I just have to share this quote with you guys. This actually melted my heart. It's so cute. It is so cute. This isn't a spoiler. Anything you would like, I would too. I'll be here waiting for whenever you're ready to see me. And just in the context of what is going on. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it took me this long to pick it up. I'm frustrated with myself, but I'm happy that I finally did it. This was an enchanting tale. It felt mythological. A lot of times, honestly, it felt like more of a romance than a fantasy. Sometimes I forgot there are fantastical elements to this book. This book was a delight. The main character, Iris, I felt like after some time, I slowly developed a connection to her character. Right there at the ending, stakes are so high, the pacing really speeds up, and then you just really feel the weight of what this war has had on these people and on this world. I loved how it ended, but it also broke me. Thank goodness my amazing and super sweet husband surprised me whenever he found out that this was our book club pick of the month. He actually surprised me and bought me the second book. Is this the book that ends this video of reading until I find a 5-star read? It is. Divine Rivals is a 5-star and I am so happy. I've been filming this video for an entire month and I am so excited that it's over, honestly. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this probably very long video and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.